What's up, Chodesters? Welcome to the New Nonsense Podcast. I'm with your host, Noah. I'm joined with Yadira and Carson.
What's up?
And we're going to do a trailer roundup. The last week and a half has been pretty crazy with trailers. We had Brightburn, Avengers Endgame, Captain Marvel, and Godzilla King of the Monsters. So what do you guys want to talk about first?
I honestly have opinions on all this. So it's up to you guys.
What do you do?
Yeah, we can go in order. Doesn't matter.
Alright, well, first up on the list is Brightburn. What do you guys think of that?
I'm actually pretty, interested.
Is that the one with the little boy?
Yeah.
Okay, that, really confusing.
Because I remember I first started the trailer, and at first, it looked pretty stupid to me. I was like, my god, what is James Gunn up to? And, then it went into, the horror aspects, and I was like, oh, okay. This is cool.
Baby, right?
Well, I think the whole thing is that...
Because, I thought the whole thing was just about to be, a Superman ripoff, and I was like, wow, this is horrible. But then it, got dark, and, he started killing people and shit, and I was like, alright.
Alright,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's basically, a horror take on the Superman backstory, from what I could tell. It kind of seems like James Gunn's middle finger to superhero movies in general because of what happened over the summer.
True. Yeah.
He got fired by Disney for tweets from 10 years ago.
I think I read some of the tweets. I'm not gonna lie, they were pretty dude, what the hell is this dude saying?
But
what did they say?
They were just some stupid
just stupid kind of racist.
Not so much
sexist?
Racist. It was more
I'm not sure.
Verging on pedophilic.
Somebody.
It was really joke stuff that you should really keep with your friends.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You shouldn't put on the internet.
You should really say this to your best friends. Nobody else.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was that it was a straight up hit piece by these right wingers, right? This conservative, this conservative dude. He dug him up. Some
dudes just dug him up randomly and was like, "Look what he said 5 years ago." Oh, and then Disney was like, "Oh, we can't have this."
Twitter is everyone's kryptonite. High key, old Twitter.
I don't use Twitter.
You don't use Twitter?
I just retweet stupid shit.
I downloaded Time Hop, and anytime I see some shit that's inappropriate, I'm like, oh my god, I have to go delete that right now.
I feel you.
Covering my tracks.
I pretty much did that too. I'm excited for it because James Gunn, he's always been really good with unorthodox, out of the box thinking when it comes to just movies in general.
He does. Yeah. He does have but the one thing that kind of worries me, did he write this movie? The dialogue, the script? Because
I think it's produced. I don't know if it's directed.
His direction is good, especially in the first Guardians, but I feel his script, his writing started to get a little weaker in the second. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the jokes in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 seem to be more it's funny.
I'm not sure about that. Not sure about all these jokes being passed around. And I just hope, if he's writing this, the dialogue just feels more natural and not, forced, oh my gosh, we have an alien baby.
Oh my god, I'm the worst person.
It's he could be something great, and then, the parents just try to back up every time he tries to kill someone.
Well, I think I have a prediction
the
for...
The baby was found in the forest, though. What could you expect, you found a baby in a forest,
And kept it.
What do you expect,
That's actually a good...
it's actually a more realistic version of Superman now that I think about it.
Yeah.
He would go crazy.
Yeah, I don't think... if Superman was in this world, he'd probably get a little fucked up.
Yeah. Especially now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, don't pick up babies from the forest.
I have a prediction. I think they're going to find his quote-unquote kryptonite in the ship the first 15-20 minutes.
You think he's gonna have kryptonite?
Well, not kryptonite, but it's gonna be something that came from his planet.
I just want it to be a little bit more deeper.
Yeah.
Than just kryptonite, but I can see where that could go, right? Though.
Yeah, I think it'll be they're gonna find it. They're gonna mention something about it, some throwaway line. They're gonna throw it away.
You know, it'd be good if it was a little toy thing that he played with while he was in the alien ship.
Okay, I feel you.
That'll be the thing that's wait, look at this, and they'll be what?
My toy.
What? Alien toy? Yeah. Nostalgia.
That actually is a little rattle.
Yeah, it's a little baby thing that his actual parents gave to him.
Yeah.
That would...
That'd be a cool take on it. So yeah, I think they're gonna find it. He's gonna slowly go crazy. He's gonna kill his dad.
Yes, dad's dying for sure.
By accident. It's probably gonna be by accident. It's probably gonna be a justifiable like go to the corner moment.
The dad, really?
Yeah, and then the mom is
probably
gonna kill him.
get scared or something and then accidentally kill the dad.
Yeah, Elizabeth Banks is gonna kill him.
Gonna die.
You think so? You think so? You think she's gonna die?
Because she's like gonna be the one that cares for him.
Honestly, I can see this going 50-50 with James Gunn. I can see this going like the generic way, and Elizabeth Banks like living and his son maybe dying or something, but like everybody else is dead. Or maybe the son winning, and then just like the whole world just being like,
he just conquers the planet,
and then the movie ends,
or just destroys it. Actually, you know what? Knowing James Gunn, he's gonna do that.
That would be more James Gunn.
Yeah, he's gonna kill everybody.
Just being like, all right, like nobody can stop me, like I'm on top, and the movie done.
Pretty much, it's like, the fuck are you gonna do to me? I can't get killed with bullets. Like,
yeah, I'm also
except for a baby rattle kryptonite.
Yeah, it could work. It could work.
I really want to see that.
Let's just go write that in somewhere.
How do you guys feel about Elizabeth Banks? Because I'm a little iffy on her too.
She's a decent actress. I don't know. I haven't. The last thing I saw her in was Pitch Perfect 3.
Elizabeth what?
Yeah, she's like an Elizabeth Banks. She's a
in
news
the
reporter.
new Power Rangers.
Yeah, actually, that's.
And she played the crazy chick in 40-year-old version. Love that movie.
Oh, is she the mom?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if I can like picture her in that kind of role. Like I'm so used to her being in like funny roles, you know.
I don't know, just like every time I see her in a movie, like nowadays, I'm just kind of annoyed by her.
Yeah, she is kind of annoying.
And I'm just like, I see this movie going in a good direction, but then I see Elizabeth Banks, and I'm just kind of like, I hope she don't fuck that up.
Y'all haters.
I'm not. I mean, I have hope for her. Like, I want her to win. Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong, Elizabeth.
I'm cautious.
And that stupid shit she said in 2016 about Steven Spielberg and the Color Purple. Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear about this. What?
No, I guess there was like a female like movie award thing, and she tried saying that Steven Spielberg didn't make any movies with female leads, even though he did. The Color Purple, it was like years ago. I think it was Whoopi Goldberg. Was it Oprah?
Oprah was in the movie, but I remember the movie.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
I haven't seen it in years.
It's a very slow, very emotional movie, and Oprah is in it.
The Color Purple?
Yeah, I think it was a TV movie, right?
I think it was,
yeah.
Like
because he started off doing
definitely
TV
not a big
movies.
movie. It was not a big movie, but it's definitely been remembered.
Oh yeah,
like, people know about it.
It was funny because she said that, and then someone in the crowd said The Color Purple, and then she's like The Color Purple, and then like I guess somebody whispered something in her ear. So, oh no, he didn't actually direct that. No, he directed it, and she had to like make this big apology. It was funny.
Wow.
But
well, I mean that's what you
get.
That's why she annoys me a little bit.
You just don't go out in public and say shit that you don't
about
know
my boy
is fact.
Steven.
Oh.
Like, don't talk shit on the boy.
He is the shit.
I do love some Steven Spielberg. Honestly, I have so much faith in him.
Really?
Like he makes great movies. Can't fail.
That's true. So
Bet he can. Just
closing thoughts on Brightburn.
Yeah, he can.
Did he make the BFG?
Brightburn.
Yes, actually, he did make that, and I honestly didn't like that movie that much.
Yeah, it was alright. It could be better. So yeah, closing thoughts on Brightburn. What do you guys think?
I'm very interested, but I'm cautious. But I'm definitely gonna see it. Like, unless like it gets bad reviews, like early reviews, then.
I think it'll be one of those where you kind of have to see it to see how it goes down.
I feel like it might be interesting for sure.
I'm sure
I'm definitely interested though. Like I'm rooting for it.
Now I'm just really like, is there gonna be kryptonite?
Kryptonite rattle.
Baby
I want to know.
Jangles.
It's actually going up against Godzilla in terms of the release date. It
Really?
comes out on May 24th.
Well, I've definitely seen Godzilla.
I am too.
I'm sorry.
And then
Sorry,
Godzilla
James Gunn.
comes out on the 31st. So we'll see who edges out on top there.
May?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, Brightburn. I'm sure these 4 movies we're probably gonna watch it.
Wait,
Watch
so
them.
Brightburn's coming up before Godzilla?
Yeah.
Thank God, because
Like a
I
week,
would.
like a
I don't
solid
think
week.
anybody.
Yeah,
would,
like a solid week.
Good, because I don't think anybody would see Brightburn if
Yeah.
it came out like a week after.
See, if Brightburn came out in the summer, like with like 2-3 weeks in between other movies, I'm sure it would do fine. But I have a feeling it's not gonna tank, but it's gonna do okay.
But Godzilla's pretty big stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
People
people
are
are gonna be
waiting.
watching this.
Yeah.
People love monsters.
I mean, people who
I
weren't
love
fans of it
monsters.
are fans of it now because of like the trailers and all that, and then like the 2014 movie. So
I do really like that 2014 movie. I know a lot of people don't
remember it,
but I enjoyed it.
I don't remember it at all.
All right, well, that's our thoughts on Brightburn. On to the next trailer that came out. Captain Marvel or Avengers? Which one do you guys want to talk about?
Captain Marvel. We'll save Avengers for last.
Yeah.
All right.
We all know we're about to get into some theories and,
okay.
a bunch of shit.
All right, so let me just like set the stage here, right? Because I don't like Captain Marvel as a character, because when she's okay, let me just do a little.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so off.
She
Captain Marvel.
Carol Dow. Okay, so Captain Marvel, she was created back in the day. It was actually a guy. His name was Captain Marvel. He was an alien.
Yeah.
It's not Marvel, it's Marvel.
Yeah, that's
well,
how.
I mean, I think they created Marvel just so they could be a Captain Marvel.
Yes, because
like,
Shazam was originally Captain Marvel.
It's very weird.
Yeah, it was this weird copyright because Shazam from DC, he was originally Captain Marvel, but then there was like some weird stuff going on with it because DC didn't create Shazam. They bought him from somebody else. Yeah. It's just this weird convoluted backstory.
Yeah, comics were very weird.
Yeah, they were crazy back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
People did not give a shit about comics, so like everybody was just doing.
They were doing their own. Yeah, it was crazy. Anyways, I don't like Captain Marvel as a character because recently she's been kind of a bit of a
bitch.
A bitch. Because
which one is she?
She's
Actress.
Just put it how it is.
Actress. What's her actress?
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
I really like Brie Larson.
See, I like her.
And you know, I am very biased because I also love Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
So that is also why I absolutely love Brie Larson.
Yeah, so.
I love you, Brie Larson.
If you're watching this.
Okay, yeah. I recognize her.
Yeah, well, I don't know. She's just. I don't like Captain Marvel. She's that character that Marvel really didn't know what to do with for like the longest
OP.
time. She's
very,
OP, but I don't think she's that powerful in the comics. Overpowered.
Like she's like the Superman. I guess they're making her kind of like the Superman of the MCU
until the Sentry gets pulled into it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we're talking about stuff.
Oh man, okay.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm sorry, I'm so lost.
Anyway, so this is gonna be Marvel's first female-driven film.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Interested.
I'm excited for it because I'm a humongous Marvel fan. But
I am
honestly,
too.
the trailers aren't making me excited.
It seems like every other Marvel movie.
Yeah. Well,
it doesn't. Well, I mean, I usually get really excited for any other Marvel movie. Like even for Ant-Man and the Wasp, I was like hyped.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I'm just like not feeling the hype for it. I don't know why. I'm gonna go see it no matter what, because it's Marvel, and I have to see what happens and how it leads into
Infinity War.
Endgame.
Oh yeah, Endgame.
Like, Jesus. But like, I'm just not. I don't have like as much of an urge to like, you know what I mean? I'm not like on the edge of my seat waiting for it. Like I'm just like chilling until it comes out.
I just hope that they can rewrite her character because she's just so annoying to me.
Yeah, I don't really like her backstory either.
No, it's not that. She in the comics she does it. She's only doing it in the comics because she wants to be popular.
Oh.
She's really not doing it because like Captain America or Iron Man or She-Hulk.
But they're definitely not going to do that in the movie.
No, I don't think they will. But she just
can't do
I don't know.
In the movie.
Brie Larson has a really good. She fits it though. She fits the character. She really does.
It's like this is just kind of like Captain. I have like the same feel about Captain Marvel that I do about Brightburn, but Captain Marvel a little bit more just because it's Marvel. But it's just like I'm not fully there, as in like this movie's gonna be great or anything. But I'm definitely interested, like to see if it is.
I think it'll be good. I don't know. Hopefully they rewrite her character because I don't know. I just didn't like her.
How do you feel about the trailers?
They were right.
They're not anything really special. Like there's some Marvel trailers where I'll like rewatch them like
the Black Panther ones. I'll rewatch those.
Like oh my god, like some of those trailers are so great.
The Infinity War trailer. I'll watch that sometimes.
The Endgame trailer.
Really?
Yeah.
Even like I've watched the Endgame trailer more than I've watched any of the Captain Marvel trailers already.
And there ain't shit in the Endgame trailer. There's like
I know there's nothing but
the
like,
music
still,
is everything.
It's like somehow like more exciting than the Captain Marvel trailers. So I'm like, I don't know.
What do you think, Yadira?
I don't know. I think I'm kind of like over Marvel movies.
I get it.
been over Marvel movies.
Whoa.
How can you
Sorry,
say something so controversial yet so
Wait.
brave?
I mean, I kind of am. It's kind of like the same shit, like, repeatedly, and I'm just like, okay, when is this
Okay,
gonna end?
but
Okay,
wait.
but...
When did you stop?
Ooh, pretty early in the game, to be honest.
Okay,
No, I feel
okay,
you.
understandable.
Because, like, they just
You
kept
have
coming
to-
out with movies. I was like,
Okay,
holy
but
fuck, like,
what-
how many is there? Like,
But when was the last one you saw?
I saw Infinity Wars, but, like, I've seen, like, I think I stopped at, like, Captain America or, like, Spider-Man. So, like, I haven't seen
Infinity War.
the first.
No, Ant-Man and the Wasp was the last movie.
Oh, I did see Ant-Man.
That one was okay. Ant-Man and the Wasp was like,
It's kind of just like these, I don't know.
But I mean, like, they have been coming out with some like.
Yeah, I could see why. I
really
could see
good
why
ones.
you're kind of just like,
It's kind of just like this, you know, the same shit, like different characters.
but I'll be
Yeah.
damned if they're not fun.
They're all gonna win at the end of the day. Maybe not. That's why I'm excited for the last Infinity Wars, because I'm like, maybe they won't
Yeah.
win, but you
Someone's
know,
gonna
you guys
die.
probably already know.
At least one person's gonna
What?
die.
I hope it's not someone that I like. Like,
I mean, that's what we said last movie.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
And then
then
everybody died.
Marvel was like, "Fuck all of you," and
Yeah.
like, took half of them
They're,
Are
away.
they
they're
gonna
like,
come
you
back?
don't even
Like-
know.
Yeah, they should be.
yeah, they
I believe.
should come back.
I
right?
have a feeling. From what I
Oh, they
heard,
definitely have to, because I mean, they are making a new Spider-Man movie.
it's actually
Like,
already done.
why?
Yeah.
From what I heard,
Why do you need like sequels to like these like solo?
there's a lot of
heroes?
stories you could do. Believe it or not,
I love
the
Spider-Man.
comics.
I can't get enough of them.
Believe it or not, the comics like they all do their own thing. Like
Yeah.
they have the team up, the Avengers and Justice League and all. They have those comics, but like Batman does his own thing in Gotham City.
Mhm.
Superman does his own thing in Metropolis. Peter Parker, all the New York-based heroes do their own thing in New York.
I see that. I understand that.
There's a lot.
Respect that.
There's a lot of like stories you could do with the solo characters. Even though I mean I understand.
In that universe.
Yeah,
Like Thor Ragnarok is amazing. Have you seen Thor Ragnarok?
you need to
No,
watch
I
that.
have
That
not.
one's
That
fun.
is probably one of the best Marvel movies, in my opinion.
I think it's
Top 3.
it's up there
What is it
for
called?
Thor Ragnarok. It's the last. It's on Netflix.
And it is, and I think it's the funniest Marvel movie.
Really?
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy was pretty funny.
I haven't seen that one.
It's very close.
You haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy? Oh my god!
I haven't.
Ah.
I haven't.
Oh,
I
These are
totally
all the
dropped
good
ball,
ones. I feel like you're watching like the ones that are like eh.
and
but
then
you're
that's
missing,
what
like,
my whole opinion is.
the
Yeah,
early
but you're
MC
missing like all the ones that are like.
The early
actually,
MCU was
Yeah. Now that I look back on the early MCU and then I look at the movies they're coming out with nowadays, I'm like, Jesus, like it has improved
It has.
so much.
The first Iron Man
Crazy.
is kind of boring.
The what?
Do you remember the second Avengers, Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
That I recently watched that again. Oh man, it was not good.
Well, the first one to me is just filler until you get into like the New York battle.
Yeah,
I can't really. I don't know. I'm glad they also mixed up the way they shot it. You can tell there's a clear difference between like the first Avengers and then the next one. Like Joss Whedon, he took
Really?
yeah.
That's like what my whole problem
I
with
feel like
Avengers.
the whole MCU changed as soon as
The Russo brothers took over.
Captain America, the
Winter
Winter
Soldier,
Soldier
yeah.
happened. That's when like everything got real. It was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, like
Yeah, like the cinematography changed, the storytelling started to get like a lot better.
villains got a lot more intense.
Yeah, there was the fighting got even better too. Like Cap's fighting style in that movie itself got fucking
so
Which movie?
great.
Winter Soldier, Captain America, the Winter.
That's also probably up there with the top 5 best Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
How many is there though? There's like what?
There's like
at
20
least?
movies now.
20.
I know, that's so fucking like they just kept like rolling them
Uh-huh.
out, like they wouldn't stop, and I was just like,
There is a list,
Give me a
but like
second,
there are some where it's just like there's some like special ones in there that are like stupid good.
Yeah.
And then there are like cult like favorite ones like the Spider-Man one.
Homecoming?
Yeah, I really like that movie.
I thought that movie was good. Valerie doesn't like that
You
one.
don't like that movie?
it was.
I mean, I get what because
Compared to like the original Spider-Man, like
I don't know. Tobey Maguire,
you just can't replace.
It's a lot of
him with,
nostalgia.
Like, my eyes,
It's a
you
lot
know?
of
like,
Yeah, I
it's
get
just,
it.
like really.
I also love those ones, but you know, I go back and rewatch them a little bit.
There's
and
some.
they
There's
start,
some.
They start to get a little.
Yeah.
Maybe I should rewatch them with like an open mind. Maybe like the movies that I've seen of Marvel just haven't been like all the way there.
No, watch Daredevil.
Daredevil.
The movie.
Oh, great movie.
That movie was
Amazing.
so.
I feel like you guys just
Classic.
say that because it's Marvel. Like if
No,
it,
No,
if it
but
wasn't
Daredevil
Marvel,
is
would you
really
guys have
a
this
really
opinion?
good movie. like it's the best Marvel movie they've ever made ever.
Really?
It's sarcasm.
Daredevil?
No, it's totally
It's
Really? It's trash.
It's total
trash.
trash. It's so
See,
bad.
Like,
See, there was
Daredevil
a
is
dark
the
time. There's a dark time
With
before
Ben
Iron Man
Affleck.
it's just like an
Where-
insect joke that I
where-
don't
Oh my
understand.
God.
where Marvel movies were
That
shit.
movie was so bad.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not, like
Daredevil.
there was a
Which
lot
one
of
is that
Marvel
one?
movies that were
That's
just
the one with
ass.
Ben Affleck and what's that one actor that played Bullseye in the movie? Colin Farrell.
I almost said
I know
first.
this one.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. Oh my God, he puts
He was the best part. He was
Yeah,
the best
but he
part.
puts in the most cheesiest,
Yeah.
like over the top performance in here. Like
You gotta watch it.
literally,
gotta
all of
watch it.
his lines
Daredevil.
are like one-liners, and he does them all in a super raspy voice.
He
Oh
does
my
it. He does it
God.
as an Irishman, but
Yeah, and
but
it's just like, oh my
his
God.
character is American in the comics. I don't understand why they went that way. You gotta watch it. It's
Yeah.
2003.
It's honestly like I enjoy watching it just because.
Yeah,
how
'cause of the
bad it
cringe.
is.
Yeah.
It's like
Really?
it's good bad.
Ooh.
So
like
bad.
an
It's
R
so
It's
bad.
one of
It's
those
good.
movies where it's like it's so bad that it's like if you have a
You
couple
have to
friends
keep
and you're a little
watching.
drunk, like you'll be
Mhm.
having the time of your life.
Oh shit.
We could do.
Is it on Netflix?
Is it?
No.
No, they couldn't do that because the
Show.
the Netflix show is fucking phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah, the
And they
Daredevil.
canceled it.
Daredevil? Fuck,
Yeah.
there's so many Marvel shit out there. Like,
Yeah, Marvel
you can't
is
even,
humongous.
like, really keep up. Like,
Yeah, it's hard to.
It is.
You don't need to
Honestly,
watch all
unless
of them,
you're
though.
there 90% of the time. I don't think you're going to be knowing a good amount of what's happening in the story of Marvel.
Well, you can watch
I
like
definitely need someone
you
to,
can
like,
watch
walk me through it.
bits
like,
and pieces of it and still understand what's. You can watch like certain movies and not watch other ones to understand what's going on.
But some movies have like some essential.
Ant-Man and the Wasp
Plot
was
points.
essential.
and that's like
Yeah,
kinda
and nobody
done
really
to
went to go
me.
see that.
Well, because like the whole idea is that comics
Lot of
are
them-
are,
lot
are
of them.
shared universe, right?
Oh,
DC and
what?
Marvel.
What?
Yeah, it's a shared universe within those comics, and like
What?
the movies are following the same thing.
What? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
You didn't know that from
No,
Marvel.
I had no idea.
Well, okay, technically DC's done reboots to their books.
Mhm.
Like the last one was Rebirth, and the one before that was New 52. Where like the New 52 was like they took 5 years away from everybody, and they pretty much restarted all the characters.
Ooh.
And then Rebirth
sucks.
was like the rebirth of like they put some of the lore back in there. It's all kinds of crazy shit. Marvel though,
Comics
they've
are
been
crazy.
they've had the same continuity from the 60s up till now. Actually, no,
Ooh.
since Captain America from the 40s up till now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
because that's
America's
when they
been around
first.
since the
That's when they
40s.
first wrote that like he died and froze and.
He got frozen.
Froze.
He got frozen for like
and Bucky died,
four.
Who?
His best friend,
Oh, that's
and then
sad.
like they found a way to bring
the
that
dude with the
back.
silver arm, long hair, glorious long hair,
Winter Soldier.
I'm trying to think really hard.
white boy.
He picked up the
No.
raccoon.
Yeah, he picked up the rack. Okay, never mind. We'll show you a
Wait,
picture.
which one? Like, which Captain America? I think I've only seen the first one.
You seen the Infinity War?
Yeah.
Okay, you know the guy that picked up Rocket, the raccoon, and like he swung him around while they were shooting. Okay, I'll
He was
find-
like,
I'll
"How
find a
much is
picture.
that arm for?" He was like,
Nah, I need
"What?
a picture.
Like, what
I'm
the fuck
terrible.
is this raccoon asking for my arm?"
You and Valerie would get along because she even though she knows like a lot, she doesn't know a lot. So you guys would.
Honestly, like, it's just, I don't know. Lately, I've just felt, like, really unimpressed with Marvel movies. Like,
get you.
I feel like they just have so much money that I'm like, you can, like, make this look a lot better.
Some of the
I
CGI
mean,
in
Infinity War looked amazing.
yeah, they threw a lot of money at that.
I
Well,
thought it looked
okay,
great.
some of the
Yeah,
CGI
but for,
was
like,
okay.
the money, like, that they threw at it, like, I feel like it could have looked a lot better. That makes sense. Oh, that guy? Yeah,
Yeah.
I know him.
Yeah, they've been around since World War II.
actual World War II.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Mhm.
Whoa, this is
Very,
history.
very good characters.
Yeah,
Did you guys read all the comics?
I've read
I've
most
read a
of them.
good amount. Yeah,
Really?
I'm
Wow.
very there.
Well, I was a
Yeah.
Twilight girl, so
Oh my
that's
god.
all I have.
Oh no, not Twilight.
Ooh,
Listen,
that's
I
one
cringe.
day.
I cringe. Okay.
What team were you on?
I was.
I'm on Edward.
I was Edward.
I was totally Edward.
Fuck Jacob.
No.
Fuck that homemaking fuckboy.
Ugh. He
But, like,
really,
Jacob was so
literally turns
sweet.
into a dog. Not even a werewolf.
Doesn't he fall in
No,
love
he
with
turns
it?
into a
werewolf.
straight big wolf.
Yeah, yeah.
Wolfer.
It's not even a werewolf.
He's
It's
a
a wolf.
cute little puppy boy.
No, he's like giant. Okay.
I know, but he's literally a dog. What the fuck?
Didn't he imprint on her daughter?
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah, that was
In
weird.
hindsight,
What
that's creepy
were
as
they
fuck.
doing with that character?
It didn't make any damn sense.
Oh my god. Honestly, I love talking about the Twilight movies.
Twilight movies? Oh my god,
I honestly,
so there.
I know how bad they are, but I like
they're
the first two.
terrible.
They're cringy.
I like
as
the
fuck.
first two.
The first two, those are like the worst ones.
I,
Like
just,
they got
I don't know. I
better
like
as they-
watching them because they're so bad.
Bad, yeah.
I legit have so many times where I'll just
I was
laugh a little
such
bit.
a Twilight
Like-
fan. Like
When they're supposed to act like it's all serious,
Yeah.
and it jumps and turns into a
Yeah.
humongous dog. I remember the first time I saw that, I started busting up laughing, like
my
because I could not take it serious that this
I
dude
was like such a
just
Twilight
animorphed
fan.
into. A
I know, he
dog.
animorphed. Oh my god, I was waiting for someone to bring that
it
up.
wasn't like because I was expecting him to turn into a werewolf, like half man, half wolf.
What?
He just turned into a wolf, like a big dog.
Like-
Isn't that what's supposed to happen?
no,
No,
like
he's supposed to like.
werewolves are like I mean they. How do you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
You ever
Underworld.
seen, yeah, you ever
Like
seen
Underworld.
Wolfman?
No,
Or
I've
yeah,
seen Teen
Underworld. Teen
Okay,
Wolf?
like Teen Wolf.
Underworld was.
Yeah, there you go,
Teen
like
Wolf.
Underworld, like that. That's how they're supposed to look.
Oh, okay.
Not, I didn't think it
That's
was
the
just gonna be
ideal.
an
That's the ideal
actual-
werewolf body. It's peak performance.
Yeah, I was not expecting it to be just a straight dog.
Wolf. A giant ass wolf. Even
Giant
12-year-old me was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Like,
I was
what is
like,
this?
Honestly, sixth
I
grade me,
laughed
like
so
I
hard.
knew it was trash, but I was like, no.
I love
like,
it so
there's no
much.
way they
I get
ruined
you, I
this.
get you.
Honestly, I like those movies only for the sole purpose that they have vampires in them, because I have a soft
Even
spot
they
for
were lame.
vampires.
Really?
I love vampires.
Yeah.
Vampires.
No,
get
the
me.
best vampires were what's that movie from the 80s? Lost Boys.
I love the Lost Boys.
Lost Boys can be
They're
some.
supposed to be remaking that, and I don't like it.
You know,
Well,
if
it
they
could
do
be a
if they
good
do it
idea.
right, it
It
can
could
be
be
good.
because the movie is really cheesy.
Have you seen Lost Boys?
No.
Oh, I need to watch that.
Sorry.
It was on Netflix.
It's honestly, it's
on
one of
Netflix?
those
I think it
movies
is.
where it's like sometimes if you
Every-
watch it, you're gonna hate it. Sometimes you watch it and you'll love it.
Every other month they add it or take it off. So
And I love it.
Every what?
every other month on Netflix they either put it on or they take it off.
Really?
Yeah, it's
That's
weird.
so
I don't
weird.
know what their issue is with it. All right, so closing thoughts on Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that's
Um.
okay.
All right, so it comes out March 8th, 2019.
Yeah, I mean, like, it looks cool. I have confidence in it because I have confidence in Marvel,
I will say that Brie Larson has a great bitch face. So
Oh yeah. We'll give her that.
and I love it when she punches that grandma straight to the mouth. It looks
I-
great.
that's probably a scroll.
It is. It is.
Yeah, it has to
It's
be.
gonna
a scroll.
be
It
great.
has to be a scroll.
You know what really blows my mind is that everybody right now is coming up with all these theories about how people are gonna be coming back from that snap and shit. We're totally forgetting that they're totally throwing in scrolls.
Yeah.
Captain
Okay, no,
Marvel.
wait. Let's wait until
Nobody
we get to
thinks of,
Avengers,
like,
to the
is
Endgame
this
trailer.
not- oh my
Let's wait
God.
until we get to the Endgame.
I
I
have
have
so
some
many-
shit too. Trust me.
Like,
Oh, you're gonna see us nerd out right now.
my
Trust me.
God.
All right. Next trailer. This one, believe it or not, more excited for than Avengers because Godzilla.
Whoa,
Godzilla.
whoa,
Okay,
whoa,
I feel
whoa,
that. I
whoa.
feel that.
I'm excited for Godzilla. I'm a big Godzilla fan. But you're saying you're like more excited than Avengers?
Because okay, so here's why. Because for years upon years, I remember getting so much shit from people about loving the giant monster, but then like 2014 comes around, the first movie comes out, and people are all loving it, and then like we wait like what 5 years for the sequel?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 years, 2019. But like, there's been so much superhero stuff that I think it's cool to finally mix it up with a giant fucking fire-breathing T-Rex. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely agree.
Against a 3-headed dragon.
What?
Ghidorah.
Yeah.
That's who he's fighting. He's
What?
fighting King Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah. He's fighting all of them other than
Yeah, he think he's
Mothra.
fighting them all. It's gonna be pretty much like a battle royale.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
All right.
But You know what? Yeah, I'll just save all my Avenger talk for later.
Yeah, save that for the kids. Okay, so
I'm just a Marvel fanboy, man. I'm about it.
So, how much do you guys think it'll make? Because I have a feeling
A good amount.
Godzilla.
It's gonna
for
make
sure,
a lot. Definitely
money.
a lot more than that King Kong movie they tried to do.
That one was pretty cool.
Oh my fucking god! So stupid.
That movie
You
was
didn't
so
like it?
dumb, man.
You didn't like Kong Skull
No,
Island?
that movie was so dumb.
I loved Kong Skull Island. Oh my god.
Okay, like
Get the fuck out of my house,
The
dog.
parts with King Kong were cool. Everything else was trash.
I think the island, they could have done the island parts better.
Like, all the writing was horrible. I felt like all the characters, even John C. Reilly was bad to me.
Yeah, he was kind of
For
annoying.
King Kong?
Yeah.
Skull Island, yeah.
And, like, I really just liked seeing them get killed. Like, it was cool.
They got away with a lot in that movie in terms of the
Stark.
PG-13 rating.
Yeah, they did, dude. I remember that one scene where the dude got impaled with a spider leg. Like,
Ew.
Through the mouth, I think.
Oh,
yeah, right?
man,
And then
dude, I
one
was
dude
like,
that scientist got picked up by the birds.
Yeah. They fucked
And
him
he
up.
got ripped apart.
Yikes.
Yeah, they got away with a lot in that movie.
You see, those parts were cool, but, like, everything else around those parts.
See, I like the fact that movie
ass.
was more of like a world building movie because like all these Godzilla movies are like their version of the MCU. It's called the MonsterVerse. So
Yeah.
they're like, even though it's going to be a shorter MonsterVerse, only like 5 movies max,
Okay. Alright.
which I think is like a lot better.
Smart.
But like that movie was cool because it set up more of the world. Because the next movie after King of the Monsters is going to be Godzilla versus Kong. So obviously Skull Island's going to be a battleground.
That should be good.
But
That should be good.
I loved the King of the Monsters trailer though because the editing was on point. I loved the music, the cuts between the monsters.
Dude, it looked really... I don't know, like,
looked
this
like it
looks
was shot really well.
really good.
Yeah.
But, like,
I'm excited for
I don't
this
know, I am a really big fan of the last Godzilla movie.
Me too.
So I
think
was
I've seen
like,
it. Oh.
I was feeling it. Like, a lot of people were saying how you didn't get to see Godzilla too much. That's understandable.
Well, they're
But,
free.
like, I was just like... I don't know, it's just like
Wait,
everything
how are
about
you
it was
gonna
like
like
pretty
shoot
good.
Godzilla and not shoot Godzilla?
So the whole issue is that a lot of people were bitching about like how, when you put all the scenes together, it's only about like 7 minutes.
Of Godzilla?
Yeah,
Ooh,
but
how long
here-
is the movie?
it's like.
2 hours.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing though,
Yeah.
that like, the original Godzilla movies back in the day, you only got like 5 minutes max of Godzilla.
Yeah.
True.
Like a lot of people, I think they tend to forget is that when we were little, when we were watching these on VHS and all that shit, you could fast forward to the fights.
Yeah, we're spoiled nowadays.
Exactly,
Like,
and
we want to see, like, I want more Godzilla.
Yeah,
I want to see all the monsters.
when
like, oh
when
my
you're watching it in
God.
theaters, though, you can't fast forward to the fights.
Yeah.
So like I can see how maybe that is probably what really affected a lot of people, because they're just like, oh fuck, all these humans and shit. What the fuck are they? I don't want to watch
Well, what
this.
do you want? Like, you just want a movie about Godzilla and his daily life, and
Yeah.
just a movie
That
of
was
him like
morning
swimming
routine.
and
That would get boring.
feeding his
Yeah.
kids, going back home with the wife and kids, saying, arguing with his wife.
I think it's just like really spoiled with, like CGI. We just like always want.
And
Like,
CGI looks really good too.
I
yeah,
know,
it does.
like
it
movies
does.
have gotten stupid realistic.
Yeah, and
like-
it's just like
It's amazing. I don't really know how we could get much better.
VR,
But, I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it's gonna
VR.
happen. It's gonna happen.
VR for
Ready
sure.
Player One, that shit.
Ready Player One. That's
I
like a
love that
scary
movie.
world to live in.
I
movie.
loved that movie.
That movie's great.
That was a good one.
Imagine just being able to like escape reality all the time. Like
I've been trying to get
when I leave
Valerie
my
to watch
house.
it, but
Just
she won't
listen
watch
to
it.
Take On Me the whole time.
Oh, I know.
I would just be in that world going crazy listening to that song the whole time.
Where's Carson?
Like,
When you hear the music, oh,
yeah.
there he is.
You're just gonna see
You hear him from a
me
mile
with,
away,
like,
muffled.
80 shades with like Marty McFly jacket on,
Oh my god! And you can,
riding
like,
the
make your
dragon
avatar.
from what's that one movie? A Never-Ending Tale.
Oh,
Never-ending
I know what
story.
you're talking about.
I'm gonna be riding that dragon,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
know.
be sipping on a nice cold cactus cooler.
Cactus.
Cactus cooler?
That's not where I was expecting it to go.
I wasn't expecting that either.
with
Cactus cooler.
with Yeezys on.
He's on sick.
Oh, Kanye.
I would just be the most random dude in that world. It would be amazing. God, I feel like I have to sneeze.
Do it.
Bless you.
Fucking do it. I dare you.
It's not happening. Never
I
mind.
hate that. Is it burning in your nose?
Yeah, I feel
Oh,
it.
no.
it. Feel it, and it's not coming out.
I hate that.
That's what she said.
Oh.
LOL.
Where has this come to? All right, Godzilla. So.
Excited.
I'm stupid excited. Yes.
So do you guys want to do a review of that?
Shot well.
You guys want to like get
definitely.
like a
Like,
fourth
watch
person? Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, I'm down.
And then like once it comes out, we just go because I'm down for us to do all of these to like go watch it and come back.
I'm definitely watching all of these movies.
I am too.
Not so sure about Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is the other.
I'm just
Anyways,
gonna say
do it. People are gonna be like, what? And then that one random guy, he's like, I get it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm gonna watch because I hope they change her character, but I don't have confidence that they're gonna do it. But I want to see it because I think it'll be a cool spectacle. Because from what I hear, it's gonna be cool, at least visually. So, from what I've seen in the trailers.
All right. Excited.
So Godzilla comes out the 31st of May.
Sick.
I just want to say
31st of May.
Yeah.
Why are all these like May?
Like, it's supposed to be like kickstarting the summer blockbuster season.
Like, I have so much confidence in this movie.
In Godzilla, yeah. I'm like scared.
I really
that
think
it's
they're gonna do good.
I am too.
I'm just scared about 11 being in there from Stranger Things.
Okay,
what? She's in that.
I just feel like they're gonna try to do too much with the little girl.
So I mean, I'm sure you can kind of see where they might go with that.
And
the psychic thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
God, I don't want that.
Yadira, okay, so okay, get a load of this. So
get a load of this.
In the original Godzilla movies, they always had psychics that could mentally talk with the monsters.
I really don't like this.
And it was always cheesy. So
yeah, that seems
I think they might have that, but not like as cheesy. Like they'll like originally they would have the you could hear the monsters talking in her head.
I don't know. They're losing me. They're losing
so,
me.
Yeah, right?
I don't know.
The thing makes me not want her in the movie. Like please don't do that. Please don't have a little girl talking to Godzilla.
Fuck that. That just like takes away from the
that just
scariness of,
makes
Godzilla.
the movie like.
Originally though, a lot of times the psychics would have more of a connection with Mothra, the giant moth.
Moth?
The giant moth.
Oh,
giant butterfly.
Yeah, but even then, I don't want anybody having connections with these monsters. I just want these monsters just to be like, yo, like
I'm here to fuck shit
we're
up.
here to like get shit done, and these humans are gonna maybe help. Like
they're gonna fire whatever they can at Ghidorah.
And every time I see her in the trailers, I'm just kind of like, oh, please don't.
Well, of course she's gonna be up front because Stranger Things is such a big deal.
Yeah, and they need to get. They're gonna do a lot with her. I just really hope they.
I mean, she was the only human on the poster with Godzilla for one of the recent posters. So
I know I did see that, and it's part in the trailer where she's like walking up to him as he's like laying down or something.
No, that was the scientist Sarazawa.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the little girl. I was like, no.
She touches him, and he's like, okay, I'll get up.
Yes,
okay.
I feel your power.
She starts bleeding from her nose.
11.
Oh no.
Number 11.
He floats up. His eyes roll back, and he's like, "Oh, I feel it.
I feel the Stranger Things." Godzilla just starts speaking perfect English.
Oh God, no!
Puts on some nice shades, like.
Oh, like that GIF I sent us.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's do this.
King Ghidorah, more like King Ghidorah.
More like King gonna get dick down.
Let's go, bro.
About to clap this guy's cheeks.
Godzilla just turns into some total bro.
Oh no.
Let's bro down.
Fucking frat boy.
Come on, dude.
Shotguns a beer. Let's go.
Woo!
I see someone.
Oh no.
Yeah. Like grabs like one of those water towers from.
Oh yeah. Then he just yes.
Shotguns it. Woo!
Gosh, it's on his head. That's the rushing scene when he went that last bit. When he's
Flex on you, dog.
Oh, weird flex.
Weird flex, but all right.
Okay.
It just starts shooting out Mountain Dew instead.
Oh
of
no! Oh God. Carson, you crazy pothead.
I have a very weird imagination.
I know, that's why you're on the team, Carson. That's why you're on the team.
Just imagine, like,
squirting out Mountain
I'm gonna
Dew.
make my own Saturday Night Live skits. That's what they're gonna be. Just making Godzilla a total bro.
Okay, yeah.
And we take the figures and we fight with
them.
I have some in my garage actually.
Godzilla figures.
Yeah.
Cool.
When I was little, my dad used to buy the toys all the time. I actually found these Transformer ones in my garage.
Dope.
Wow.
Talking about Transformers, has anybody seen the new Bumblebee movie?
No, I haven't seen it. I heard it's pretty good.
I've heard it's trash.
Really? I've heard both sides. I've heard it's good, then I hear it's bad.
I don't know if I'm gonna see it. But I'll see it if it comes out on Netflix. But I don't know if I'm gonna go like spend money to see it, especially since that new Spider-Man movie came out. Oh man, that's good stuff.
Yeah, I've heard that one's really good. All right, so
I like Transformers. I kind of stopped following after like the second one.
I didn't watch like the last two.
I will say, if anything, the CGI is always on point in those movies.
I just
Almost
feel
always.
Like Hollywood should take a lesson from like leaving shit at its high, you know, like leaving things, letting things be done when they're like really good, and then like not killing it with like a third and a fourth. Yeah. Like I feel like the furthest you should go is like a sequel. Like what's
with maybe potential. Like I think I understand what you're saying. Like have the second one pretty much finish with a good ending, but leave a little bit of room for a third. Yeah. I get you. I understand where you're going with that. Yeah. That's actually what they did with the...
Until they do a Spider-Man 3.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That was such a shit show.
Honestly, I enjoy watching that movie. I know it's not good, but...
Spider-Man
3. I enjoy it too.
Just Spidey Stan. Spidey Stan.
My boy Stan.
Oh, I know.
Oh, my boy. I guess one man can make a difference.
You know... You know, it's funny. I was prepared for that, but at the same time, I wasn't for him passing away.
I was very sad about it.
It's like you kind of expected it to. I was expecting it to happen within like next year.
Yeah, he was very old.
Yeah, I heard at the conventions he was going to the last few months, he just did not look good. No. So I get it.
But I mean, he is the boy. You gotta press F. Pay respect.
All right, so closing thoughts on King of the Monsters.
Excited, not sure about the whole psychic thing.
Yeah,
hopefully they don't do that.
Really hope they don't do the psychic thing. But I'm really excited for the monster fights.
Oh yeah, fuck me up with some monster fights. The director, I have confidence. So the director is really good.
Who's directing?
Michael Dougherty. He did have you heard Trick or Treat?
Yeah, it's like that cult Halloween movie that's
really fucking good.
DVD. It's the one with like the kid with like the little mouth.
Yeah, that one was actually really fucking good.
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And wait, has he done other ones?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Has he done any other movies?
He said that after Godzilla is done, he's gonna make a sequel. Oh. Even though it's been like 14 years, 15, 16.
It's an old movie. Like 16 it's an older movie.
Think?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Anyways.
All right. Always bring it back. Maybe. I don't know.
All right, so I think it'll do good. And yeah, I'm more excited for that than Avengers, believe it or not. Speaking of which, Carson,
let's go.
Avengers Endgame. So the second part to Infinity War.
Let me blast off on this.
What do we think? What do we think, guys? I want theories. I want everything. Hit me with that all over my face.
Holy Jesus!
Oh boy, here we go.
Got a thinking cap on.
Like, okay. Everybody, check your privilege. Because y'all don't know.
Oh God, here we go.
Alright.
Here we go.
Remember how much shit people were talking before Infinity War? Remember how much people were like, oh, I got this figured out. Like, I got my theories and I know what's happening. Marvel can't surprise us anymore. What can they possibly do? This movie's gonna suck. It's got too much superheroes in it. There's no way they could pull this off.
Okay, just at me at this point.
I know, right?
You know, everybody be talking all this shit about it. And, you know, as soon as that movie comes out and it turns out that it's, like, fucking amazing. And now everybody was like, everybody act like that never even happened. And now everybody's, like, doing the same thing for this one. And I'm just like, bruh, did they not just prove that they got, like, a solid fire plan?
But, okay, let me...
to end this whole thing off.
Let me add...
Is it really the end, though?
It's in the end for really, the original
but
Avengers.
It's like definitely the end of
an era.
A chapter.
Yeah.
Like a cinematic history era.
Okay.
No, for real.
This is gonna be this is gonna be Marvel Chapter 1.
DC has failed. Sad to say that they've failed miserably.
Yeah.
The only other one, funnily enough, is the Godzilla movies.
That's
the only universe that's doing a good job with that. I mean, Marvel really did set the stage for this kind of a shared universe.
True.
So,
no, I'm not gonna get into that. But anyways,
what?
I was gonna start talking Lord of the Rings shit. For some
reason. Yeah, that's a good example. And Star Wars. Yeah, I think Star Wars would be another good universe.
Yeah. On the same basis as Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Back to the Future.
Yeah. Back to the Future.
Yeah. It's a great trilogy.
It is an amazing trilogy. Anyways.
You haven't seen...
Have you
seen the first one?
No.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
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 You're in...
Wait.
Oh.
You haven't seen Back to the Future.
How do you have you not, how are you taking film classes and haven't seen Back to the Future? That's what I want to know.
Wait.
What kind of
So
blasphemy?
what you're telling me? So what you're saying is
I haven't seen Back to the Future.
You're uncultured. No.
Okay.
Ooh.
I consider myself pretty cultured. Thank you.
No, I know.
Thank you. Next. Just kidding.
Those are.
All right, we're getting way off topic.
Those are. I'm gonna say this, okay?
If you want
to be on this team, that is required. That is required watching.
Ooh.
That's right. It's fine.
They are
spaghetti.
Probably the best trilogy ever
Are
made.
they on Netflix?
Debatably.
I have them if you want to borrow them.
Ooh, okay, down.
They are, debatably the best trilogy ever made.
What?
Back to the Future.
One of them. I still think the top three is Lord of the Rings, the original Star Wars, and Back to the Future.
Top three.
I can't really think of any other ones.
I know, huh? Is there another? Avengers, no, because that's a 4-part.
Anyway.
Yeah, let's get back to Avengers, actually.
So. Yeah, no, this movie is about to be straight fucking fire.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited
because
for this one.
they obviously know what they're doing, because they managed to psych out the entire world that was seeing this movie and actually kill off like everyone. Like, who the hell saw this coming? Like, I remember there's this one interview where Mark Ruffalo pretty much spoiled the movie. I don't know if you've seen that video.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said who's like that. Sorry.
Like, I don't know if you've seen the interview where he pretty much spoiled
like 2
the
years
end
ago,
of,
right?
Yeah.
Wait, what? He spoiled it?
Yeah, like 2 years before the movie came
a year
out.
And a half ago.
He was like, "Oh my god!" Like they're asking about the movie. He was like, "Just wait till you see this new one. Everybody dies."
Oh!
I think he said it.
And then Don
as a
Cheadle
joke.
like shut him up. He was like, "Oh my god, dude, shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, it's
You
like,
could see the laser sights from the Marvel sniper rifles on him.
yeah. But the thing is, it's like the thing is that everybody thought he was joking.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Everybody thought he was like, "There's no way they're gonna kill off everybody." Like, we all just thought like Mark Ruffalo was just joking.
This, everybody thought like what, max 3 people were gonna die.
Yeah, but
Everyone
half
little did any of us know that, like, everybody dies.
Honestly, yeah,
like
I wasn't expecting
how
that.
crazy of a movie plot twist have we? Not plot twist, but like, just how crazy of a movie like
What a weapon.
ending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have we had in like that has made everybody talk that much?
Vader's reveal to be Luke's
Right?
father. That's like the last.
That's the
one that I know.
last movie that had this big of like such a and like shock ending.
Yeah.
That like everybody was talking about it, like everybody went to go see it.
Yeah.
From what I heard, my dad told me that at the time that when that happened, the Vader revealing to be Luke's father, that
Like, it
everybody
was
was
like
talking
this.
about that for months upon months.
And that's how it's
So-
been like with this. So it's like that's how it reminds me like they've obviously just got the ace in the hole with Infinity War, like with like it's basically like their what's the I can't believe I'm blanking on the second Star Wars movie.
Oh, Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
And that's actually what it is. It's exactly
It's like
what it is.
it's Marvel's Empire Strikes Back, and I feel like they're just about to fucking knock it out with this next one. Like,
It's
just
gonna
be like,
the
dude,
Return of the Jedi.
like this is gonna be a thing, like that
I'm
people are gonna remember
excited to
forever.
see how they're gonna bring them back. What are the
Yeah.
theories on that? Catch me up.
I've heard about time travel.
What?
Actually, that's a viable thing because
yeah.
apparently set photos show that they were back
Set
in time.
photos.
I guess people were in their old Avengers suits. They were from 2012.
Yes.
Some set photos from like last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But-
and then yeah.
I really don't want them to go that way. I don't know.
Time
I feel
travel?
like
It's
time
too much of a
travel is
cop-out.
just such a it's just such a
Yeah, that's true.
easy answer to everything.
But that
Yeah.
that opens up to, right? Kang the Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror was like this time traveling
But I don't
dude
want-
from the future who
I just-
fucked with the Avengers a lot.
I just
Oh,
don't
okay.
want it to get way too convoluted.
And then you have the Skrulls.
Yeah,
What
Jesus
Oh, okay.
Christ.
Oh, the Skrulls
This is
are...
gonna be something that nobody's even seeing coming. Like, this is gonna play a huge part.
The Skrulls are... They're gonna be introduced via Captain Marvel. So it's almost like you kind of have to watch Captain Marvel to understand.
Oh,
Maybe.
see?
Yeah.
So
now you have to.
the Skrulls... Let me tell you. The Skrulls... They're these green aliens that could shapeshift. Yeah, they could shapeshift. They could... Well, a lot of times in the comics, they'll like take over government positions within the world. No,
Yeah, and
they're
they
not
just-
little. They're not
no,
little.
They're not little?
They're like
7
human
feet
size.
tall.
Whoa.
Well, even without shapeshifting,
But like
they're
they
powerful.
just turn into humans.
Oh.
So they just look like us, you know?
They have like superpowers?
Yeah, but
Some of them do.
like in the Marvel
Ooh.
universe, they just live among us,
Oh.
and we have no idea. Who
Basically,
That's
they're
crazy.
the
Skrull.
Illuminati.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Alright.
And,
that
like,
makes sense.
Skrulls are basically trying to like get into these high.
Yeah, they're trying to get
Rank
the shield. They're
positions.
trying to get into the
shit,
government.
Like
Yeah,
lizard
Mm.
people.
yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly.
Like lizard people.
And so like
Give me some. I didn't think. You...
Yeah.
nice,
Nice one, nice
yeah,
one on
yeah.
that
All right, 3-way.
it's good.
All right.
Anyways.
No, it's just the Skrulls aren't something to fuck with. They're a massive empire in space.
And they're about to. I feel like they're just about to break it out in this next Captain Marvel movie. That like, hey, guess what? This whole Marvel universe that everybody's been into, half of everybody's been Skrulls this whole time.
Yeah, because
And
in
that's
the
gonna
comics,
like.
Yeah.
You're just like what?
in the comics there was an event called Secret Invasion.
Huh?
Secret Invasion.
Okay.
And what happened was that, they like you said, it was revealed that half of the Marvel roster, they were Skrulls, and that they were secretly invading because their home planet was destroyed.
Yeah.
And they want that first they were doing it secretly, but then once it was revealed that Skrulls are everywhere, they went
They're
all
called
out.
squirrels?
Skrull, SKRULS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skrulls.
Once it was revealed that they were
Keeping
fucking
squirrels.
everywhere, I know. They went all out with an invasion. There was a massive battle in New York where heroes were fighting these genetically altered Skrulls with like their powers.
Mhm.
So you had the aliens running around with like Wolverine's
seems pretty
claws.
sick.
Yeah, Wolverine's claws, Captain America's shields, like all kinds of mix and match powers
Yeah.
these soldiers had. So there's this massive battle at Central Park.
Mhm.
The Wasp died, and after that, the heroes just went all out killing them.
Oh.
It was like it was pretty bloody.
It's pretty nice.
It was awesome.
But
Alright.
It was one of those battles. It was like Lord of the Rings level good. What was the final battle in the third? No, not the at the city, the siege, where they all riding with the horses.
what was it called?
No, you know what I'm talking about though, right?
Oh yeah, Return of the King.
Yeah, Return of the King. It was like that level of like just epic, but in comics.
Okay.
It was great.
It was cool. Like people were getting like New York was pretty much like there was no. It was crazy. I gotta say that it was awesome.
If Captain Marvel introduces that, I'd be interested in watching it.
I
More
mean,
inclined to.
It
They're
throws a
bringing in-
wrench into everything.
Yeah, everything that we know about these movies, like that means like some of these characters that we think we know,
We don't.
like could be Skrulls. Like Nick Fury.
What?
Yeah, he
Could
could
be
be
a Skrull.
replaced. Yeah, it's gonna be Samuel Jackson.
Oh.
This character. He actually lost his eye. The reason why he has an eye patch was because of what happened in the Captain Marvel movie.
Mhm.
It's gonna be revealed.
Okay.
But like, it just puts this whole theory in like, so what if there's people that are in the Avengers or work with the Avengers that are
Alright.
Skrulls?
So does that mean are they evil?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. So
Yes.
that's
they are
for sure.
an alien invasion.
All right.
They're
That's interesting.
they're kind of a slow burn invasion. They just they're trying to figure out some shit. It's crazy. It's yeah, it throws a wrench into a lot of plans. It actually opens up for the next phase to be Secret Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
For like the world to be pretty much set on fire because of these aliens.
What?
And
Yeah.
you want to know the funny thing is that Thanos' chin.
Shut up. Shut up. Because their chins
Looks
are like
like
that.
a
Here, let
ball
me get you a
sack.
picture. Let me get you a picture.
Oh.
A ball sack. Shut up. Yeah, actually, a big theory is that Hawkeye, he's now being called Ronin. He's hunting down Skrulls in Japan. Like those guys you see dead.
Yo, that
Those are
would be
supposed
good.
to be. Those might be Skrulls.
That would be so good.
Which I don't understand how he'd know.
Wait, so does that mean Thanos took out half of the Skrulls
Yes.
too?
He took out
I don't know.
half of the galaxy was wiped.
Because he took out
Half the world.
half of everyone.
But like, are they stronger than Thanos? Does anyone's stronger?
Yes, actually, there are beings that are stronger than Thanos.
Oh my God.
There are beings, but I don't know if Skrulls are those beings.
They could give him a fight. They can actually. They've been at war with the Kree, which is how Captain Marvel gets her powers. Another alien race, another empire.
Jesus Christ, there's so much going on.
Actually, okay,
My
you know the blue
brain.
guy from Guardians of the Galaxy, Ronan the Accuser? He's a Kree. Yeah, he's a Kree. He's gonna be in Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be weird stuff.
Excited. Who is that? Oh,
It's a
okay.
Skrull.
Alright. That's kind of scary looking.
I think they look good.
Yeah, they look phenomenal.
They look pretty creepy to me.
Yeah, they have like energy-based weaponry.
Energy-based weaponry?
Yeah,
It's
like Star Wars.
very.
Get your bad energy away from me.
only positive vibes.
Positive vibes only.
You see this baby? Powered by positive vibes, bro. You're all sending it. Oh god. Yeah. Well, I'm just excited to see beyond that because Endgame is gonna be good. I think Cap's gonna die.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
He's either gonna die or be if time travel is really a thing because those set photos could be just like a misdirection.
Dude, what if Cap if they do time travel,
He stays with Peggy.
he just decides to go back to the 20s and make that date that he's missed.
Did you watch the first Cap? No.
That would be
Okay,
emotional, dog.
Wait, Captain America?
That would
Yeah.
be emotional.
I did watch
The
the
World War
first
II one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
you
would
know,
be
you know the
very-
blonde, the British lieutenant. He talks to Peggy Carter.
Yeah. Kind of.
That was like his girl.
That would be very convoluted, though.
That'd
'cause
be
that
so
would mean,
cute.
Yeah, it would be.
That would've
If he
really
were to
happened.
get sent back in time and just we're just stay with her, that would be cool.
Oh, no, that would kind of ruin shit, though. I hate when people do that. Sorry.
I would. She's pretty.
Okay, there's a lot of pretty girls out there.
That's true.
Don't change the whole thing.
Oh god. Don't change the timeline for one woman.
Gotta do it.
Gotta do what you gotta
I
do. You know
love
what I'm saying?
her.
I would totally do that.
Yeah, if that was to happen, if Captain Marvel or Captain America
So many captains.
was to go back in time and stay with Peggy Carter,
That'd be
that
some
would
dumb shit.
fuck.
Sorry.
That would mean nothing.
That would
whole
fuck the
Marvel-
timeline.
Yeah, the whole Marvel universe probably wouldn't really even be.
The Avengers would
happening.
probably
Like this.
lose. They would probably lose the Battle of New York
Yeah,
in the first movie.
yeah,
in
I
the
have
first
no
Avengers
idea.
movie. Okay, let's get past
Yeah,
get past
anyways.
that part. Do you think Captain Marvel's gonna save Tony?
Yeah, there's
Tony's
this.
in trouble?
Yeah,
What?
he's in space by himself. Did you not see the trailer?
You haven't seen.
I
the
gave you homework.
I did, but I
Oh,
don't.
fuck,
I
alright.
have one brain cell. Okay. I can't
Oh yeah,
remember
you're not.
everything.
Yeah, I get
I'm
you.
not
I get
over it.
you. Your last brain cells is crazy.
Yeah, it's too much. I'm fried.
Yes, I do think Captain Marvel is gonna.
It's gonna be
Save
Pepper and
him.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Pepper.
Captain Pepper.
Captain Pepper.
Ah, she's annoying too.
I really hate Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yeah,
She's annoying.
Yeah.
her and Goop.
Yeah.
Her and Goop. That fucking expensive ass.
So, I want to steam my vagina.
Ew, that's just so
But,
fucking weird.
Doesn't
All these
that?
trends.
Aren't you not supposed to have that? That's not. You're not supposed
Steamed
to have
vaginas?
moisture around that, right? That's not.
No, I think that'd be fine. It's
It'd be
just like
fine.
steam.
It's healthy.
I don't know if
What?
it's healthy. I don't know what the benefits are.
Wouldn't
at
that cause
all.
infection?
I don't know what the hell
No.
we're talking about.
Anyways, I was talking about Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina steaming.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Some people do that shit. I don't understand
It's
why.
weird. I wonder
gross.
what is it? Okay. All right. Anyways,
Ew.
yeah, this movie's gonna make billions. Probably.
Billions.
I think it's gonna be.
It's going to be bigger than Infinity War.
Yeah, because that trailer didn't tell us jack crap. And
No,
people,
it doesn't
you know what they
sound
should do? They should not reveal any more trailers.
I wouldn't.
No more trailers.
I wouldn't.
We have to see what's going on.
Why?
Because we can't know anything. Can't show anything.
But I need to know. When does it come
I'm
out?
pretty sure every scene in the movie is probably going to be a spoiler if you haven't seen.
Yeah, it's. I think those are probably the only scenes that they could have shown.
Yeah.
When does
Everything
it come
else
out?
is going to be oh.
The 26th of April.
26th of April. Okay. All right.
But we gotta pre-order our tickets now.
Do we? Is it that intense?
It's going to be so real.
My family barely got Infinity War tickets,
What?
and then I went with Valerie to watch it. I barely got my time slot for those ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. What day did you go see it?
Oh, I mean, we went the Monday after the opening weekend, so that's understandable. Yeah.
I mean, is it?
I could not have stayed away from spoilers that long, dude.
Did we spoil anything for you? We spoiled Dylan. I think we spoiled Dylan.
Yeah, I think we did spoil.
Yeah, we spoiled Dylan. Oh shit. He didn't give a shit. He didn't give a shit, I think.
Wow.
But oh my god, that movie was amazing, and I'm very ready for this one.
I'm excited for this one just because I honestly wasn't expecting everyone to die, and I'm interested in seeing how they'll come back.
The last one felt like an event you had to go to, though.
Yeah, like they have officially put themselves up to Star Wars standards now.
Yes, they have.
Ooh, that's big talk. Big talk.
It is.
I mean,
it is.
It is Marvel. They're
Yeah.
pretty powerful.
Like they're
It's
as
perfectly
big
balanced
as
all things should be.
Star Wars, if not bigger.
I think they're bigger now. I think
They're
they are.
definitely bigger. They're starting to fuck up with Star Wars.
Really?
Last Jedi I thought was
yeah.
okay.
I hated The Last Jedi.
Oh, I know you
I
did.
haven't kept up with
You kept talking shit about it
I
in class.
hated it
I remember
so
that.
much.
I
hate that movie so much.
Why?
In my
Wait,
eyes.
why do you hate it? I want to hear why you hate it because you never really
Oh
elaborated.
man,
Star
how
Wars.
long have we been on? Are you ready for like a whole entire rant?
We're good.
I'm about to go off
Okay, go
on
off.
this movie.
Yeah.
Go off.
This is the worst Star Wars movie possible.
Oh god, it's not. No, the Phantom Menace was worse.
Phantom Menace had
It's gonna be
Darth
3.
Maul.
Huh? Okay.
Phantom, yeah, I'm chilling. Phantom Menace had Darth Maul.
No, but the Phantom
This movie
Menace
had
was
nothing.
worse.
Like honestly.
No,
none
I
of
like
the-
Luke's character development.
Oh, I hated that. Oh,
It
I
makes
hated
sense
it
to me.
So
Knowing
much.
my dad, it makes sense to me.
But it was like so, like wow, like I guess this great hero that we've all been praising and thought was cool all these years is just a fucking bum.
Well, okay, let me. Okay, all right.
Like that was disappointing as hell. Like I remember after Force Awakens, everybody was going into this movie really wanting Rey to get trained and Kylo Ren to get trained, and I really wanted them to get like really good with their powers
And then fight.
and then just go at it.
I was
And
hoping
that
for
was like that was what everybody wanted.
Mhm.
That's all you needed to do. It was the right thing to do. It was probably the simpler thing to do, but instead they just went the exact opposite route of everybody's expectations, and it turned out to be shit.
I think what I really wanted, and I was disappointed I didn't get it, was a wizard-like force duel between.
A wizard-like force in Star Wars?
Oh, because Luke was kind of like a wizard by this point.
What the? When did this happen?
No, because so like the force is kind of like magic, right?
Okay. I lost
So,
that.
I
was lost in
wanted like
translation
a
for me.
massive force fight between Luke and what's his face, Kylo Ren's master.
Snoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
like
really
a
wanted
like a
that too.
Dumbledore Voldemort level fight.
That'd have been so cool. And I really wanted to know more about Snoke. You know?
I think it's
really-
gonna be revealed because there's been some rumors that I've been hearing that actually sound legit. You wanna hear it?
Okay, but like, he's dead. Who cares?
Well,
Bruh, he was chopped in half. It showed it had a close up of
The
his
force is
face.
magic.
It's pretty much.
It had a close up of his face on the
Shots.
floor.
Shots.
His eyes
No,
open,
his spirit.
tongue out of his mouth,
Ew.
slobber coming out.
All right, let me
Like,
tell you.
He's dead.
let me drop
And then
some.
his ship exploded.
Let me drop some straight up
You never
nerd,
know.
Okay,
shit on you guys.
there's
right?
no way if they bring him back, that's bullshit.
Carson,
That's even more bullshit.
Carson.
Endless possibilities.
Let me tell you.
Get
Let me drop some shit on you. Okay, so
He's
before-
not Darth Plagueis. He's dead.
That actually would have been a really good reveal.
I would have been so down for that, but instead they just decided to fuck themselves.
That would have made more sense actually from the way he was talking in the first movie.
Like, I just hate how we know absolutely nothing about this dude, and all you did in the last movie was raise these questions. And in this
Well,
movie, you take
did
all
you
those
hear about-
questions that
about
we were
what-
all hyped about, and you shit on them.
Well, did you hear
And
about?
then you just
about
give
what
us even
happened
more
with it, though?
questions.
The development of the Last Jedi. I forgot the director's name, but he threw out script for that J.J. Abrams made for it, and he made his own.
Ooh.
So
That was
basically,
a bad idea.
J.J. Abrams script. Whoever wrote the script with J.J. Abrams for the next movie, for that movie, would have actually answered all those questions.
That's smart. That's the smart thing to do.
And-
'cause,
Maybe they'll answer them in
like,
like another
the
movie.
last-
That's what he has to do.
The
with
Last
the next
Jedi
movie.
really felt like it was really trying to have nothing to do with The Force Awakens.
That's what it felt like. After.
Like, like it was just like nothing was answered. No arc was really established.
Rey barely got any training.
Yeah, Rey got no training.
Like what?
Kylo Ren became even more of a bitch. Like what? She could pick up rocks now. Like cool.
Then again, Luke barely got any training.
Yeah, but he got some training. He like it's understandable how he got a little bit better. Rey just started doing weird shit, like spinning shit with the lightsaber out of nowhere, and no training with the Force at all. And Luke Skywalker did absolutely dip shit during the whole movie. He literally does nothing the whole movie.
Okay.
What does he do?
The last bit.
The last scene where he's not there for his actual family.
So what happens is that he force projects himself onto the planet where the battle's happening. From the planet that he's at. Okay. Like a hologram.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But like, that shows you how powerful Luke was, though.
I was so pissed.
I just don't get how it took that much out of him.
I don't give a shit if it shows me how powerful he is. The fact of the matter is that he was a little bitch and stayed on that island.
He didn't have a ship.
Bruh.
Oh, yeah,
it showed the ship in the water. All he had to do...
The X-Wing?
Yeah, dude, if he's
Do you think that was operational? You really think that was operational?
I mean, if he's able to astral project himself millions of miles away, I'm pretty sure he could have fixed up a goddamn airplane.
I just think his development was pretty cool.
Yeah, it seems like a...
Like, I was just like... He was there, and I wanted him so badly to just, like, go, just, like, quick little... Meh.
But
and then all the AT-ATs just, like, fall... over, but I wanted like him to just be there, and like all of them just start shooting, and just he'd be just like stop.
He just like stops it like
yeah,
kind of
like just stop it, like stop,
and send it all back.
Yeah, and then just like
the Matrix.
Yeah, and then just goes like this, and then all the ATs just go like boom. It's like Force like I wanted some crazy shit to go down.
I was expecting.
Like it showed like because he walked out, Kylo Ren was there, he had his lightsaber out. And like it had that shot of them like looking straight at each other.
They had
it looked like a dual
dual shot.
Yeah, it looked like shit was about to go down. And you know what happened? Nothing went down.
Okay, technically for like a minute it went down.
Build up for nothing.
Because he was a little bitch and he decided to stay.
I mean,
he bought them time.
I mean, it would have bought him a lot more time if he would have just.
The whole thing was that. Yeah. He was astral projecting his hologram to buy the Resistance time to get the fuck out of Dodge.
And then he dies afterwards.
He dies?
Because he hadn't used the...
Yeah, because he's like, ooh, so much power I used up. Oh, I guess
he hadn't been
connected to
now.
Stupid. Like,
on top of this rock.
Can't you just be a little tired? You really have to die?
Like I think it was two things.
They really just did, like, in my mind... They just did one of the most iconic characters of all time.
Dirty.
They just did him dirty. Like that was the dirtiest way you could have probably did him by not only making him a deadbeat bum, a little bitch, and like just in general just super not cool, like super not Luke Skywalker.
Actually, you're right because
that was super like not Luke Skywalker.
So before Disney took over, there was the old canon, right? That was explored in books. Like there was sequels to the old movies and books and stuff. And Luke does some crazy shit. Like he gets so powerful to the point where he could.
He's like a fucking badass.
He is a literal wizard. What happens? There's this one part, I believe it was him, where he's standing on the bridge of a ship. There's a fleet of ships, and he like puts his hand out and he crushes them all.
Yeah. He
does some crazy shit. Like he could shoot he could shoot force lightning out of his hands.
Whoa.
Like I wanted some shit like that, man. I wanted some like how crazy would it have been if like during that shot where it showed them like facing off, if he just pulled out like lightning out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And just started like shocking everybody like that would have been so much more satisfying.
And then
oh, you're not actually here.
and then another quote.
And then like everybody after the movie was like, dude, that was so sick. And I was like, no, I would have been sick if
Did
you
you
would
read the old
have
books?
freaking fought them. Like,
did you read the old books, Chris?
A little bit. Wow. A little bit.
No, and then there's a really cool part in the old books where like he takes on 20 Sith and wins.
Right?
In a straight up lightsaber
where
duel.
is this? Like, where is...
But then again, he kept in shape in the old books, so...
But still, I just, like, I wanted something. Like, give me some satisfaction.
He got
like,
into
honestly,
a mind battle once.
The rest of the movie...
Yeah.
Dude, I remember...
A telepathic fight,
because,
yeah.
honestly, the rest of the movie was complete trash to me. Like,
yeah.
I hated the movie.
Did it not end there?
Like,
Yes. It ended there, right? With
pretty much. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like,
it was an emotional weekend for me when it came out, so I was like crying when he died.
Really?
Yeah, I actually cried.
Hated it. I was just in my seat, like...
He cried with hatred. I cried with
so
sadness.
I was just like, let's get the fuck out of here, man. Like,
He threw his popcorn out the fucking...
I'm done.